one who could restore the wounds I had taken. Rather, I wanted to swear that I'd never again involve myself with love, nor make a song again. But you, lady, whom I have chosen, are of such great and complete worth that the ill I've taken, and all of it, you can restore, for which I sing. And you have no equal who could give me joy, nor from whom I would take it. But you make me sing, because you have only promised me protection, from which I will be, sweet creature, rich and honored all my life. And you by many people thanked, for a good protector does great honor to those who take it and who give it. Lady, instead of begging, I love strongly and know how to hide and give thanks for ills and goods. And I used to complain of harm if it happened to me, but I will never again be discourteous on account of wicked, discerning people. Nor is it fitting for such a one I've chosen in you, that neither little nor much has any deceit. Rather, your face reflects the face of your heart. And I need never fear for any eye that might watch me, nor for anything that ever was. One must simply take good care of one's wound. Such times exist. This is what the sweet courteous ill does to me of love, which is of such a nature that when it wounds on one side, it heals on the other. And it has wounded me so much that it has healed me of the old pain. Of this much I can praise myself, that with laughter and with play, and nothing more, for I never had it, you have made me forget the desire and the dark thought of her who never loved me at all. For by her own wrong she had failed me, but a wound, since it is quickly healed, turns back many times to harm. And above all, the wound of loving. Woo! Worthy countess, all the world cries out that you never once made a failure. Rather, you sing, for which I love you so much. By a little, like her of whom I sing.